Hello, everybody. Welcome to the latest episode of the Taco Tuesday podcast. This is Brandon.
And this is Jake.
And we are here talking at you. I haven't recorded in a while. This is, it's getting back into it.
Our sponsors have not given us a paycheck, so we're doing it on our own time.
Yeah.
When we feel like doing it, not when you feel like doing it. Apple and
Pizza Hut.
And Microsoft and...
Right. Pizza Hut. We got Pizza Hut twice.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's Pizza Hut America and then Pizza Hut Japan. Why Japan, I don't know, but we've got a big audience out there. So.
But either way, domo arigato. No, haven't recorded in a while. Thought we'd get back into it. Yeah. I'll be honest with you, man. It's been rough. I've had a strenuous couple weeks, and
I also have.
I just haven't done a lot of anything.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of enjoyed a little bit of time off. You know.
Yeah.
I always feel like I need to put in like maximum effort. You know, and if I'm doing something, I should do it to the fullest. And I think we've had a good run of recording every week, and but honestly, it's not like anybody messaged me and was like, "Hey, when are you going to put out another episode?" You know, it's okay to give yourself a little time off every once in a while. You know,
we can consider that our spring break.
Yeah,
I'll take that. Yeah,
it was a good one too.
Yeah,
yeah. I've also had a rough few weeks, and Yeah,
I didn't want to keep overloading everybody with my negative feelings, so I was just like, you know what, a couple breaks, get a restart, get back on my feet, I guess.
Sure.
And we'll get back to it. But yeah, so around my neck of the woods, I've been working on a couple projects. There are a couple independent movies getting started around here that I've kind of had a hand in. So helping on that side of things as a script supervisor on one project. And then... I
don't know what that means, but it sounds fancy.
Basically, my job has been just to take out a lot of the repetitive.
Oh, okay.
So that people aren't going in there and restating the same, not just lines, but facts in the script. Kind of.
Oh, okay.
Also to make it sound a little less robotic.
Yeah.
I guess is the best.
But yeah, you're a great writer.
I'm okay.
So, yeah, I think you're pretty good, man. I mean, honestly, as far as writing goes, I've always enjoyed your stuff because a lot of it's fresh. I think especially my angle is as a comedian, but comedians always.
See,
we always talk
cut
about
out one of those.
We talk about is this hacky, or what hacky is, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like your angles on stuff are always fresh, so it's probably a good fit for you. I'm gonna steal one of your cigarettes that I shouldn't be smoking.
Well, I appreciate that, man. When it comes to scripts, though, it's a little bit easier to read it kind of from an outside perspective. When it's written by somebody else, read it from an outside perspective and just say "Hey, I see what you were going for, but let's trim some of the fat." Yeah, exactly. And both projects kind of feel like they're heading in a good direction. They are they're not being helmed by me. They're being, of course, driven by somebody else. But it's kind of nice to. With the podcast and stuff like that, I find that I'm at the head of it. I'm trying to push everything,
right.
And it's kind of nice to sit back and assist for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And also it's a learning experience for me just to see how other people work.
Right.
If I'm ever I feel like I've hit a wall on my side of things, I want to see how everybody else handles it on their side.
Yeah.
So it's been fun. It's been a learning experience, and I'm able to take away from it some things that I could use in my own projects.
Okay.
So yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Nice.
But I mean, as far as that, goes, that's going in the right direction. Past that, man, a lot of writing on my side I've found.
Yeah?
Yeah. I've, along with not only seeing how everybody else does it, it's kind of been inspiring to see everybody else's take on something that I'm interested in, which is films.
Yeah.
So I've kind of taken from that a sense of where I want to go with my own projects. So I've kind of taken that and ran with it.
I'm sure you can't really, especially at this stage, can't say what the movies are, what they're about. But can you give us a genre that you're working in?
Yeah. One of the films is being put together by a young writer and director, and she's taken it in the realm of a teen drama. Like
Okay.
a lot of it is centered around
Talk about what you know about, right?
Exactly. But it's centered.
Sorry,
around,
that was unfair to her. I don't know who she is.
But it is.
You said
centered
young,
around
and then I was just. I took the cheap shot. I'm sorry.
youths. But yeah, it's centered around the high school atmosphere and young folks just going through what they go through nowadays. So
It's good.
yeah. And then the other project looks like it's going to be in the realm of like a
Porn.
They don't need writers, I don't think.
No, they do. They need much better writers.
I've seen Debbie Does Dallas 17, and I got to tell you, the story is repetitive.
It's
It's the same city over and over again.
A script supervisor would have been very handy.
Right.
Handy.
There we go. We could use you. But the other project looks like it's going to end up being a horror comedy.
Nice.
Yeah. So
Like what is it, Shaun of the Dead or something like that?
yeah, in the realm of like Shaun of the Dead or Ghostbusters, that kind of thing.
Cool.
So that's again, I've been into that project from the ground floor, so it's kind of fun to see it kind of snowball into something a little bit bigger every time we meet up and throw ideas together. So
Nice.
yeah, again, another. I've never been able to. I've never been a part of a group from the ground floor working on a project like this before, and have it kind of snowball the way it has. So again, this is a new experience to draw from, and I'm having a lot of fun with it, man.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah. I have seen in the news a lot of stuff come from Pride and everything going on down.
Oh man, yeah.
In the village. I gotta say, my 2 cents on everything, since I'm not online very much with the group of folks that are going after this, I guess, or spearheading this movement.
Yeah.
Man, I saw the body cam footage of the guy basically rattling off, and just wow, like and seeing the apology that came from it, it's like I saw the body cam footage and saw how passionate he was about and just vitriolic about how he felt towards the gay community, and then the apology that came out of it was just like, really, man, like, and he's donating money to all these charities, like, real sorry I upset the gay community, the LGBT community. Here's some money, and it's going to all these charities that are not LGBT.
Yeah, somebody said that they were the charities that Pride Fest has been supporting, and they're charities that the cities themselves are supporting. So, I guess in one sense that is that's a good thing, but it's obviously like he's playing damage control, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
he's throwing money at the problem,
right? So what was said was that he when they were setting up, he called some of the volunteers queers and stuff like that. And there's no footage of that as far as anyone knows. So, trying to argue that point is probably a silly thing, and we don't really need to delve that far into it because there's no evidence. And, I assume that he probably did say that, but what I did see him say about, just because they get fucked in the ass, they can do whatever they want. That says enough about how you feel about, you know what I mean?
Right. And at the end of the day, it's like, no, it's not just because somebody takes anything in the ass. It's because these guys went through the proper channels and went to the proper town meetings to get everything set up. That's why
they have a pride parade because of exactly what you did. Because there are people in the community that still feel that they don't deserve to have a platform or place to go to do what they want to do. I mean,
so they've got to fight for their ground.
Right. It's
But I heard that he didn't. The meetings in question he didn't show up for.
Right.
And then now that everything's here and everything's coming to fruition with the Street Fest and everything going on, that now that it is messing with his business, or so he feels, now he wants to throw up a stink.
Right.
So it's kind of interesting to see the damage control that's gone behind it, and I am kind of happy to see that this guy, who's, from what I hear, been a problem for a while, is now getting his just due.
For sure.
This has been a long time coming. It just took that one thing to happen for a larger group of people to see you're an ass,
right?
So I've seen that as of late. I also saw that a local venue is shutting down. Another local venue.
Day Trotter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
they're shutting down their live music portion. They're not going to be a live music venue. They're still going to record their weekly sessions, but they said that it was costing them even when every performance they've had to pay money to have it done, so it just doesn't make sense financially, which, I mean, it sucks, but I get it. From a business perspective, you've got to do what makes you money, right? Or else you can't offer any sort of service.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and it's kind of aggravating to me. It's like seeing another venue go down that could have prospered had it made better decisions, I guess, as far as booking.
Yeah, that might have been.
It at least to me, from an outside perspective, it looked like they were trying to bring in a lot of bands or groups or artists, however you want to refer to it, that not a lot of people have heard of.
Right.
And sad but true, a lot of people nowadays aren't going to leave their house for somebody they don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, you've still got the people that come out, they say support local, support, new.
Yeah.
But at the same time, even some of those people are sitting at home telling everybody else to go out.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know. It saddens me a little bit.
It is sad, but I don't. It's not really surprising to me because of that kind of stuff. You hear people all the time that. I mean, I'm sure you got this too when you did comedy. That people would say. Tell me when your next show is. I like to come and say, you're like, all right, I've got a show on Saturday, and you don't see them.
Oh, I can't make it.
Yeah, something comes up. I get that people have lives, but in general, I don't. It's you complain about who's in office, but you don't vote.
Right.
When the shows stop happening because there wasn't enough support, you can't be like, oh, I wish that we had something in the Quad Cities, because we had something.
We've had a few
get supported,
Yeah.
So.
And at the end of the day, you still got those people after everything's said and done that goes, what happened?
Right.
Why did they shut that place down? It's they were putting money out there.
You know what happened.
Yeah, they were putting money out there for things to happen.